Hello Aries, and welcome to your November reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about this month. First card that came out, Wheel of Fortune. Second card, I have the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. And then, Magician, Four of Cups. Right away for this Wheel of Fortune, there's something at the beginning of the month that you understand, that you got clarity on, or something like that, that makes you, gives you the capacity to change the circumstances of your life. On the Wheel of Fortune, you have a Sphinx with a sword in his hand. And usually this is the principle of life will always repeat itself, repeat the same lessons with different faces or different circumstances, but always the same thing until we understand it. Then once we understand the lesson, once we understand the why, the riddle of the Sphinx, why am I always living like why is this my reality? Why is this always happening to me? Once you understand it, once you got the clarity of it, then the Wheel of Fortune can move you to a higher level, to a new next step. So this is the wheel, Rota. It is written Rota, Tarot, Torah, the wheel of the law of the divine, Ator, the law of nature. So there it is. After we have our Eight of Swords, which is like a mental prison. Of course, it can be real prison also, but a mental prison. And here, Eight of Cups, this is like finally taking a decision. Maybe you needed or you felt like you needed to change something in your life. Like, I don't know how to do it. I'm like passing all of these arguments in my head and I'm not going anywhere with it. Eight of Cups, it's like, whoa, there has to be something more out there. My situation as it is not emotionally fulfilling, and I'm going to decide to go for it, to whatever it is. It is an inner decision. That's why it's in the night. And this was something that was building pressure on you, because the Eight of Swords, yes, it's a mental prison, but we have to realize that this character is on the shore and the tides are gonna come up soon. So there's that little pressure of something's gotta give. I don't know what to do, but status quo is unbearable anymore. I can't do it anymore. So there it is. After that, we have the Magician, Major Arcana, with the Four of Cups. I think that one of the reasons you were kind of paralyzed in that level or reality or whatever was because of your Four of Cups. Here with the Magician, that would be like, after passing this here, the Magician is upright with this composition, and the Four of Cups, it represents that what was preventing you from actually manifesting your life was that you couldn't see that. See here, he takes the decision that yes, there's a cup and I want to go for it. And in the Four of Cups, he can't see the cup. So before, it's almost like you couldn't see that you could be happier, that there could be a way for you to have more emotional fulfillment. So in whether it is, we're talking about work, we're talking about relationships or anything like that, but the decision to go, even if you don't know yet what it is, but to go for something that will fulfill you. And that understanding is what is going to move the Wheel of Fortune for you. Under the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Ten of Wands and we have Judgment. So it is a big clarity. Judgment. You see another Major Arcana. You see an angel with a trumpet. And you have these characters coming out of their coffins floating on water. They were in the bottom of water before. parts of you that were put down, that you swallowed, that you couldn't let free. Here, the vibration of the angel, everything is a vibration. So here, the vibration of a very higher source is rising these parts of you. And you're making that decision because you are anyway at the end of your cycle, 10 of Wands, of what you've been carrying on your shoulders and not even seeing where you're going. So not only did you not see how what do I do from now? You were in a mental prison and at the same time having so much on your shoulders that you couldn't see more. Under our mental prison and our Eight of Cups, I have Justice. So maybe this is something that came to you with the new moon in Libra, but that we had around the mid October, sorry. Now we're in November. So Justice has one sword and scales. That understanding that you got, that was like a wake-up call, an awakening, is going to rebalance your life. And under that we have Queen of Swords and the Fool. There you are, jumping into a new cycle of your life, but with that new truth in front of you. So how you're gonna see what is in front of you, it's through that new perspective that you got the awakening from. That is going to rebalance your life. Under our Magician and the Four of Cups, I have the Two of Swords and I have the Queen of Wands. That's you, Aries. That's your feminine. What you allow coming into your life, that is based with, that will vibrate with your passion, with your fire. It's the law of attraction there. And so Two of Swords, maybe before you were in two minds. There's going to be a decision here that's going to be all month being done, all month in little aspects here. What is my truth? The one that kept me stuck in an old situation where I wasn't comfortable, that's for sure. Or is my truth the one that I just got there? That is telling me, yes, I can jump into this new cycle. Two of Swords, it's that inner decision. What is my truth? And you, Aries, are, I am, ruling the first house. Who are you? And then under that, I have the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Because that new truth is about planting something where you would start to receive. Where that Five of Pentacles here, Five of Pentacles, the two people being left out in the cold. And here I have the Page of Pentacles. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 of Pentacles, this is when we start receiving. It's the balance between giving and receiving. 5 of Pentacles, we sacrifice. We're left out in the cold. We don't acknowledge our needs and our rights to have for the sake of others. And here I am grabbing, you are grabbing a pentacle to rebalance all of that. And that is what you understood, and that is the shift you're going to do. You are going to go for you, what you need, what you want, and that leap of faith that the universe is going to back you up. Because I think you're going to understand that what was preventing you from receiving, a big part of it was yourself. Here I have Temperance under here, under the deck. And Temperance is all about divine timing. And divine timing is not about a period of time per se. It's when everything is ready for a healing, for a understanding, from a growing of emotions. And here the elements that are right is that judgment, that awaken, and that justice, a decision. You're making a decision, Aries, to lift your conditions Okay, let's clarify this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Aries for the month of November 2020. Okay. Spirit, show me the wheel of fortune for Aries for the month of November. Show me the wheel of fortune. Why is the wheel of fortune here? Ah. High Priestess. And here is Temperance. You were... the divine timing was you were ready to hear what your soul was telling you. And it was probably telling you that for a little while. High Priestess with the wheel of fortune. This is spiritual understanding that moves you forward. Yeah, and the message was, here I have the Knight of Cups. That there's a cup out there that you should follow. Follow what makes your heart vibrate, what makes you happy. Because your empire here, you know, that's why you have like this Page of Pentacles here. You just grabbed an Ace of Pentacles. Your empire had a lot of Five of Pentacles in it. It was the structure of the reality you built for yourself had a lot of sacrifice and lack in it. Maybe you struggled a lot. Here, Nine of Swords. This is like anxiety. How am I going to make it? How am I going to do it? And then your soul was speaking to you and giving you the solution. And the solution was asking of you to drop the way you used to do things and to have a new perspective on what is fair and balance. Let's look at that Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups, Spirit. Well, that's probably what I've just explained. Okay. So, yeah. Knight of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. When they do this, okay, it's because I should have put them there. All right. They came out again. But this time also with the Three of Swords. I was saying a lot of sacrifices in that 10 of Pentacles, but a lot of disappointments and heartaches. And Five of Swords. Being screwed and all of that. Like a Six of Pentacles in reverse. People using you. Or even feeling powerless when it comes to the reality you're living. Defeatism can be part of it. But here, the disappointments and feeling like you have absolutely no power on your reality is the complete opposite as being in the Magician here. So this is kind of what the Wheel of Fortune, that understanding that if you have a glimpse of it at the beginning of the month, tell yourself that this is a message from your soul and you should follow it. Show me the Magician and the Four of Cups, Spirit. Yeah. Six of Pentacles. 5 plus 1 equals 6. Six of Pentacles. So here you're going to manifest and kind of realize that even though your experience until now, Three of Cups, was unfairness, 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords there. Yeah, that's what I've lived and that's all I'm going to live. No. Now you're going to see that extra cup, that higher vibration of self-love, self-respect, all of that is going to bring you to a Six of Pentacles. And a Six of Pentacles, this is when we give only from our overflow. And it is respected. Nobody's expecting a sacrifice from you. And you're only receiving from the people's overflow. Nobody's doing a sacrifice to give to you. Two of Swords. That is the decision you have to take of what is your truth. What do you want your reality to be? Show me your Ten of Wands. Full Ace of Pentacles. You have to drop that old way of being in order to be able to grab that pentacle. Because this guy here cannot grab a pentacle holding 10 wands in his hand. Your old pattern cannot allow you to grab that pentacle. For that you need the Fool. You need to drop all of this, travel very lightly. He only has like one little wand and a pack sack on it. So then you can grab that pentacle. And here is the Judgment. And that's what your soul told you. There's a pentacle here. There's a way for you to have a more balanced way. So instead of Two of Pentacles here, the Judgment, where we juggle, where there's a part of us that knows that and another part of us that doesn't believe it. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, where what is holding us down in our beliefs or how we can restrain our possibilities through our beliefs or the perceptions we have of what life is and what is in front of us. Judgment is going to break that. Two of Pentacles, this is when we're juggling, when everything is duality, but not separated. Everything is always working one with another. So our inner world, outer world, feminine, masculine, spiritual, material, every opposite, feminine, masculine, is always in constant interaction. That is the eternity symbol. But in the Two of Pentacles, that symbol is crooked. It should be like this. And that's what is bringing us unstableness and easily losing our foot, where we can only react to things. Here, Judgment. We're making a judgment call on this. Now, Justice. Let's look at your Justice. Oops. Okay. Well, in the little pack that kind of came out, we still have that Eight of Cups, yes. And we have it cut at the Six of Cups and the 10 of Cups. You were at the end of your cup cycle also. One needs to open up their own cup that we are able to receive in order to get this higher vibration. Fine-tune ourselves to that instead of smalling it. Six of Cups is the heart chakra. It's the balance of the heart chakra. Where then again, like the Six of Pentacles, when it is more a question of our time, energy, money, and so on, here it's more the emotional vibration of our capacity to give from a fulfilled place, not a lack place. Please tell me you love me because I don't love myself enough. No. Six of Pentacles, you have children on there, because a healthy child would have no problem of knowing he is unconditionally loved. And that is often in the childhood that we start having trouble with our heart chakra, because we feel we're not enough, or we have to do more to deserve compared to other people or whatever. We get hurt. Here, Six of Cups, it's that balance where we give and receive freely from our heart chakra with no fear of being hurt or deprived, because we are fulfilled within ourselves. And it is that state of understanding with Justice that is going to help you gain that Ace of Cups that you couldn't see before. Queen of Swords and the Fool. Loving ourselves, self-love has nothing to do with the ego. It's more the acknowledgement of the light that we have within ourselves and listening to it, feeling it. And then we feel that horrendous, unconditional love from the universe for the spark of divine that it is in us, our soul, our true identity. We have the persona of who we are here, but our true identity is our soul. And here I have judgment again. There's the vibration helping us remember this. With the Page of Wand, from the 10 of Wand, you're grabbing here a new wand, a new way of walking your path. Strength in your higher self, leaving your old programming before that told you that no, you deserve 5 of Pentacles and people are gonna screw you all the time. If you believe that, your perception is that, you make your decisions from that, and that is your result. End of the story. Their judgment is rising you somewhere else. You look at your Queen of Wands and your 2 of Swords. Aries. Woo, that's a lot. Oh, okay. It's for that. Ace of Cups. That is beautiful. Here I had my 10 of Cups to tell, and here is the King of Wands. 10 of Cups because you finished that cycle. Ace of Cups is there. King of Wands, well, that's your masculine. 2 of Cups, the world. All right. Your dynamic with other people will be different. Some of you, that new self-love, self-esteem is going to change or attract somebody towards you, and so on. But all of that, it's to bring that extra cup. That cup that you couldn't see in your 4 of Cups, but here, there it is with your Queen of Wands and 2 of Swords. Do you take that cup or no? Now let's look at, whoops, 5 of Pentacles plus the Page of Pentacles. Of course, that makes a 6 of Pentacles. So you're switching. And here is that Ace of Wands. And here is the 5 of Cups. All of that brought you so much sorrow and sadness. And for the longest time, this is all you could see. What you've lost, what hurt you. All those 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and 5 of Pentacles. Well, there's that new wand here with the Judgment. From 10, 1. 10, 1, 10, 1. So I would say a beautiful leap of faith into choosing you. I will call it choosing you, Aries, because that is the most important. Whether the different outcomes that will happen to all of you. For some of you, it's going to be a new job, a new career. Others, a new relationship. Others, just a new way of enjoying life and finally getting, I don't know, paid for your worth or appreciated for who you are, because you will appreciate yourself. So yeah, choosing you. All right. Thank you for watching and commenting, sharing, subscribing, please. I know I'm last minute this month, but there, I made it again. If you want a private reading, the description is below. There's an email to write to me, and I'll give you all the information. Thank you for the ones of you that gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on new moon, full moon, I do a little ceremony to give you back. On this, I'm going to send you all my love and light, Aries. And may the light prevail. And I'll see you next month. All right?